Welcome back. Dry here, but it's the monsoon season in the Southwest.
Yes, with tragic consequences, as we've been talking about during World News. And thought I would explain a little bit about the monsoon and when it does impact here, which it does occasionally, but certainly not to the level that does in the desert Southwest. It's called the North American monsoon or the Southwestern monsoon, and it is a change in the general weather pattern in the southwestern United States. In fact, the word monsoon comes from an Arabic word meaning season, so it is definitely the wet season in the desert Southwest. Winds bring in moisture not only from the Gulf of California, but also the Gulf of Mexico. And that moisture, coupled with the heat of the desert Southwest, leads to these tremendous thunderstorms this time of year. The official monsoon season, there's a couple different ways to describe it, but in general, from mid-June through September, but the bulk of it is right in July and August. Meanwhile, I want to show you our current weather pattern nationally, and there is an area of high pressure that develops in the Four Corners region. It is very strong this time of year, and that is what creates this clockwise rotation over this region, scooping up moisture. Scooping may not be the best word. How about directing mid and upper level moisture from the Gulf of Mexico into the desert Southwest, and also picking up surface moisture from the Gulf of California. So you've got dew points, relative humidity on the increase in this part of the world, coupled with that blistering heat of this region. You end up with the thunderstorms on land that is ill-equipped to absorb all of that moisture. Now, depending on the positioning of this area of high pressure, we can tap into some of that moisture. And those days where we bring up just a little bit, we are definitely on the far northern fringe of where we would experience any of that moisture. Those are the days where I hear people say, oh my goodness, it feels muggy, which by the rest of the nation's standards is not quite humid, but you can definitely feel it when we bring up some of that monsoonal moisture into this region. It can also be the fuel for our own thunderstorms if we get a cold front that joins forces with that. Meanwhile, here's a look at our national satellite and radar, and boy, it's easy to pick out the convective action that happens on days during the monsoon season. We have thunderstorms throughout the Four Corners region and right up into the northern Rockies. Temperatures tend to be a little bit cooler because of the clouds and the rain, so we're out of the triple digits for a high today in Phoenix. 91 degrees in Albuquerque. Meanwhile, it's 99 in Salt Lake for a high, 97 in Denver, 70s along the west coast. It's 79 right now in Coeur d'Alene. It is currently 79 in Spokane, pointing out our dew point at 31, very dry. I start hearing complaints about humidity once this number is into the 50s. 70s are what most people consider very humid. National satellite or regional satellite and radar shows a ridge of high pressure in place. We're going to get more of a southwesterly flow going tomorrow. That's going to bring our temperatures up higher Tuesday and Wednesday. Then we do have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms on Thursday as a cold front comes through with the extremely dry conditions that we've had. So far, we've only had a trace of precipitation measured at the airport this month. All those fine fuels from the wet spring are drying out. So we are going to hold our breath on Thursday with the potential for some lightning. Hope that we get a little bit of rain with those thunderstorms, and then calms down again heading into the weekend.
We'll be following that. I know you will be very closely.
I will indeed,
Thank you, Kris.